Hello, my name is Ashley Russell, and this is my oral presentation for the individual paper assignment. The topic I chose to focus on throughout this assignment was Starbucks and their tax avoidance policies. Starbucks and other companies such as Google and Amazon have been criticized for tax minimization and avoidance practices. This includes royalty payments and the transferring of taxable incomes and interest expenses. Tax avoidance policies are unethical, leading to employees of multinational companies in less developed countries earning unfair wages in comparison to their colleagues in more developed parts of the world. It is important that as a consumer-based society, we can evaluate the integrity behind the reputations of these multinational brands by understanding the unethical practices they take part in from a business perspective. Tax avoidance is the legal usage of the tax regimen in a single territory to one's own advantage, to reduce the amount of tax that is payable by means that are within the law. A tax shelter is one type of tax avoidance, and tax havens are jurisdictions that facilitate reduced taxes. It is important to understand the true meaning of tax avoidance so that we can apply it to the research presented. The first article I chose to focus on was titled Starbucks Social Responsibility and Tax Avoidance, published in 2016. This article focused on Starbucks' unethical role in the tax avoidance practices and how they became public knowledge and how it was viewed by the consumer. This viewed by the consumer was a major public relations setback because the company's marketed brand and values did not align with its actions. A quote from the article states, "Starbucks has been successful in growing its stores and presence in the United Kingdom and described the profitable growth to investors as something it wanted to build on in other international markets. However, in its 15 years of operations in the UK, the company had paid UK corporate income taxes only once. This is a direct example of tax avoidance. Paying fair wages to employees and paying fair prices to the coffee growers in developing countries that make their brand possible is very critical because its critics found it easy to point out that not paying its fair share of taxes was inconsistent with the image Starbucks was portraying." The next article I focused on also supports the article that I just discussed. This article is titled Reputation Management and Authenticity, published in 2017. This article discusses how corporate social responsibility is reflected through all the ways a company operates and carries out their practices. This is a direct reflection of how a company is being authentic or not. A quote from the article states, "Allegations of tax evasion led to serious crisis for Starbucks in the UK, which played out in a public forum via social media. The researchers explored whether Starbucks corporate ethics insulated its reputation from negative media coverage of alleged tax evasion evidence. This went on to show that Starbucks campaigns that were displayed on social media, such as the Spread the Cheer campaign, were less authentic because Starbucks was not being true to what it was campaigning about. Unauthenticity practiced by a company can lead to the tainting of a brand's reputation, and this is directly seen in this case. Some examples of when this was applied to other companies is when Amazon had sales in the UK of $3.3 billion in 2011 and only reported a tax expense of $1.8 million. In conclusion, through the lens of international business and management theory, this research about the importance of authenticity practiced by brands can be applied to daily life as a consumer. It is very important to understand tax avoidance when choosing what brands to support. Thank you for listening.